Well, good evening, everybody. Hello and welcome. I'm Maria Shaw, and we have a lot to talk about tonight. We're also going to be doing another free webinar on April 25th, 26th, whatever next Sunday is. And so if you've already registered, 26th, yes.
And you know what I'm seeing? You put April 17th for the webinar in your little right by your name right there versus the 18th. You're living a day in the past, Maria.
Well, we wouldn't want to infringe on your birthday because you got a big birthday coming up. You're going to be big.
Yeah, 30. The big 40.
40? No, you keep looking younger. You're doing a good job. You look younger. Oh, well, hey, everybody. Here's Greg Bass from Arkansas, and he's going to fill us in a little bit. I have a lot to talk about tonight, a lot of free content that you're going to love and you're going to want to take notes. But Greg will tell you if you do want to order any of the supporting tools, exactly how you can do that, because I'm going to be putting up some new product that you haven't seen yet that could support what you're doing, or you may just be interested in. So go ahead and Greg and tell them what they need to do. Because we have a special $30 off code too.
Yeah, $30 off for the product tonight, which is pretty crazy. I think it's $89.99 regularly. Maria's going to give $30 off tonight for you all. She'll talk about that product here in a little bit, but welcome. It's good to see everybody. I see some people chiming off in the comments. We have about 150 people here with us right now between StreamYard, YouTube, Facebook, and StreamYard. So it's really nice to have y'all here. Super simple. If you got the invite from me by signing up on the website or being a Premier Pass holder, I included a lot of the links for you in the product that we're going to be talking about. In addition to that, I made it super simple. I'm going to go ahead and share the website here on mariashaw.com. You can just go to her homepage in the store, and I created the webinar sales store here, where you can click that and see all the items. But Maria also has some Viking bracelets that she just launched in this store. So I actually created a store just for those Viking bracelets. They're super cool items. I'll let Maria talk about it here in a second. But again, go to the webinar sales store. You're going to see a lot of the stuff Maria has. And we actually added a bunch of stuff. Well, I added a lot of stuff online that she's not going to talk about tonight because it's been building up in my inbox. So you're here tonight. You'll be the first to see these new products that are on mariashaw.com. So go ahead and follow along. Open a new tab. Look at it on another page. You can always come back. You'll be able to access the replays on all the platforms the exact same way you're accessing now the live. So if you see something you want, go for it. Maria, I'm going to turn it over to you.
All right. Thank you, Greg. And to use that $30 off, what do they have to do?
Yeah. So the $30 off is just going to be for the one product, right? And you will use the promo code, and I'll put it up when you talk about it, but it's $30 off, all capital letters. Okay. So I'll make sure to put it in there when we talk about that product. But yeah, super easy.
Thank you, Greg. And that Fairy Moon carved art with stand, that's sold. That Fairy Moon, there you go. That says buy now. That one is sold. So if you guys see anything that you like, a lot of these are one of a kind. So that's sold, the Fairy Moon. There's a lot of things that are already sold. If you see something you like, please just go ahead and put it in your cart and order it rather than wait, because a lot of the things are one of a kind. All right, so we're going to get talking here tonight first about something that's happening actually tomorrow. There's one day each year that when every act of devotion, every prayer, every seed of generosity, anything that you plant multiplies and continues to multiply. And that energy never diminishes. And this day is different every year, but it usually happens in late April or May. Well, tomorrow is this day. And it's April 19th, 2026. This is a very important day that I want you guys to do something and be proactive. What makes it truly special is that there is an exact Mars-Saturn conjunction that's happening. And I think that anything that you do from sunrise to sunset tomorrow, it's almost like it's recorded in the universe's imprints. And whatever you put out comes back to you. I am urging everybody to think positive thoughts tomorrow, to send positive energy, to do random acts of kindness. The sun tomorrow is exalted in the sign of Aries. The moon is exalted tomorrow in the sign of Taurus, and both are shining at their highest potential tomorrow at the exact same time. So this is the most powerful day of the year for wealth, prosperity, and new beginnings. So just remember that you need to do something tomorrow. And I'm planning on just speaking positively all day and doing little kind deeds for people, complimenting people, maybe gifting people things. So I would encourage you to do that too. We only get one of these days a year, and this is it. But we also have yesterday and today and tomorrow, we're under the new moon energy in the sign of Aries. And I want us all to manifest in a group setting tonight. Okay. Even no matter where you are in the world. I know we have a lot of people watching. We had over 400 people sign up for tonight. And that's not counting the people on Facebook and YouTube. So if we can all manifest together tonight, when two or more are gathered, the energy is so strong and miracles definitely can happen. So over the next 2 weeks, we have a lot of energy because of this new moon in Aries to start new things. It's a very powerful time. So what I've decided to do, because on new moons, you're supposed to start new things. I'm going to debut my Speak Your Day technique, and I want to share it with you all. So, most people will book a reading with me to find out when an astrological aspect that's negative or challenging is going to lift. They'll say, how many more days till I have till Saturn's gone? Or how many more days do I have of this crazy cycle? And we've had a really crazy week. We've had 7-8 planets in Aries or points in Aries, and it's been hard for a lot of people. If you follow me on Facebook, I posted about 3 days ago for people to watch out for falls. People could fall and hurt themselves. And you wouldn't believe the amount of people that said, too late, it already happened. Now, yesterday I posted on Facebook. I'm always posting little things and in my newsletter about like little warnings and little good things too. And I said, be careful of chipping a tooth, injuring yourself, a bone. You could hurt a bone, you can break a bone. And also be careful of cutting yourself. If you're chopping vegetables or fruit in the kitchen, or you're working with scissors, you could cut yourself. Well, I had one lady write me and say that she read my post 15 minutes ago, and then she was working in the kitchen and she cut herself twice with the same knife. Be extra, extra careful. I even told Joe, my husband, to watch out for falls. Well, he almost fell tonight in a hole over here in the French Quarter. We have French Quarter Fest going on right now. Lots of people in town. He wasn't paying attention. So this, some of this stuff peaks tomorrow. So be extra careful physically. But like I said, a lot of people want me to give them the cosmic configurations of how long these challenges are going to last, when they're going to lift. And if I say, oh, it's going to be 45 days from now or next year, they'll wait it out. Oh, I got 45 days. No, you don't. You have power to shift and change things. Astrology is a wonderful tool to use for growth and understanding, but I want to show you tonight how to tap into your own personal energy and ability to create your own destiny. Destiny is a powerful tool that's needed and it's necessary, but you can create your own. And the technique I'm going to show you tonight is not about manifesting something that takes, 5 days, 5 weeks, 5 years. Miracles, wishes can come true immediately. And what I call my technique, and you may have heard other people call this something a little different, but I've designed my own protocol, is Speak Your Day. So before the world takes a hold of you, a hold of your mind, and tries to lead you out into the chaotic space, you need to stop that pattern. And you need to state out loud what you're calling in for the day ahead. So when you get up in the morning, there's certain things that you should do. I started using my technique back in January, and I cannot tell you how wonderful my life has turned out. I mean, when I remember to do it, and I pretty much do it every day, every single day that I've done it has been wonderful. So 2 minutes of your spoken intention can literally rewrite energy and the signals that you emit throughout your day. So I want you to give this a try tomorrow morning. So and maybe just try it, consistently for maybe, and keep a journal and see what happens consistently for about 2 weeks between the new moon and the full moon. You start things on a new moon, which is today, tomorrow, and you'll see things manifest within 2 weeks on the full moon. So when you get up in the morning, don't talk to anyone. Don't get up to use the bathroom. Don't reach for your phone. Do not turn on the television. Do not talk to anyone. If you do, calm yourself when you wake up and you're not jumping out of bed. This intentional act drops you out of a repetitive loop that you've probably been used to all your life. It's the silence that rewires your nervous system as soon as you wake up. So obviously, the longer you can be silent when you open your eyes, the better. But for most people, realistic, just a couple minutes may help. So earlier this year, like I said, I started this morning ritual that I really felt was going to create a difference in my life. I was very diligent. I pretty much did it every single day, and it didn't take hardly any effort, and I saw results immediately. So I shared a lot of my excitement with my husband and any client that would listen. And some people have already told me that they've been doing this similar technique, and it has made a difference in their life. So every morning that I use this, I have a great day. And I'm going to show you how I did it, or tell you how I did it. I have wonderful experiences. Life runs very smoothly, and everything seems to fall into place. I've also noticed, because I asked for joy, that I'm in a joyful mood all day, and blessings just pop up unexpectedly. So once in a while in the last 4 months, I would question if I stop doing it, would I have a bad day? Does this really, really work? Will the positive vibes continue, and will I would get the results I seek if I keep doing it? So it's proven itself. It really has. So now I believe that when I get up, that day is going to exactly materialize the way I want it to. So again, I call my technique Speak Your Day. You may call it something else, but I want to share it with those of you that are not aware of this, so you can create some miracles every day too. It's very simple. You don't have to follow my guidelines step by step. There's really not a right or wrong way to do it, but I found there's specific things to include that'll make a big difference in your success. So again, here's the formula. Once you wake up, do not jump out of bed. Do not speak a word to anyone. Do not pick up your phone. Don't even get out of bed to use the bathroom. First thing you should do is stay silent for a minute or two. Second thing you should do is state out loud how you want the day to manifest for you. For example, I always start my day, because I'm a summer person. I love warm weather and I love sunshine. So I always say, I want my day to be warm in the high 70s, 80s. I want there to be lots of sunshine. I want to feel that cool breeze coming up from the Mississippi, but I want it to be a nice warm breeze. And I would say that I want today to feel like summer. And even back in February, when I was doing this, we would have some very warm days here in New Orleans. Some days it would be almost 80. And I would feel that breeze coming up from the Gulf. And I would walk around and I would have capris on and t-shirts and sandals. And I also ask for a lot of physical energy. I say, I'm going to feel good today. I don't have any pain. I'm free from any pain. You don't want to say anything negative like I don't, I can't, I won't. There can't be any pain. I say I'm free from any pain. I am very healthy. I feel physically good and emotionally good. I'm happy all day long and filled with joy. I'm excited to greet the day. Then I usually list the chores and the tasks that I have to do. And sometimes I really get heavy with readings. And I have a lot of deadlines with writing my horoscope columns for like Star Magazine, National Enquirer, etc. Then I have radio shows to do. And sometimes I look at the list and I'm overwhelmed the night before. But when I get up in the morning, I say, I finish everything effectively, quickly. I have extra time to go to lunch, extra time to watch TV at night. All of the readings for my clients are thorough and wonderful. And the universe is just sending me just the right words to say. And I get all my work completed in a timely manner, so I have enough time to do things for myself. and it always works out. Last night I had 14 readings to do from 7:30 onward, and I got them all done by 11:30, and they were all quality readings. Those are like the 1-2 question ones. Some of you may have already got them last night. So I always am very clear. And if it takes more than a couple minutes to say what I want for my day, and I just let it flow, it's like I'm talking to the universe. And I may not even know some days exactly what I want, but then it just starts to flow. So I know what's on my schedule. I list everything specifically out loud with the expectation that all the tasks are completed easily and quickly. And then I set goals for the day. Like I'll say to the universe, I want to make $500 today in website sales. Yes, and it can't be sunny every day. That's true. But it's here in New Orleans, it's usually sunny, and then it'll rain in the afternoon, and then it'll be sunny. But I don't remember it being a day that wasn't sunny. We haven't had any rain here either, unless I didn't say that. There's been rainy days here, but there was some days that it didn't, when I didn't do my manifesting and didn't say that, it did rain. But anyway, I will say that my website store has a goal of meeting $500 today or more. And the product sales will reach that and more. And I always say I want clients to be pleased with everything they order. And we know how the mail system is now, that everybody gets their shipment in ample time. And if I have plans for something special, I'll list those too. And if I'm having worries or troubles, I will say they will diminish today. And if I've been frustrated waiting on a phone call from somebody important, I'll say the phone call will come in today. And be specific, be as detailed as you can as to what you're manifesting. Don't rush your intentions. Allow your mind to think as you proceed. Lots of thoughts are going to unfold right after you're being silent and you're not being distracted. And this is what is really good. Have this conversation with you in a relaxed way. You know, we have Mercury retrograde 3 times a year, and we had one a couple months ago, late February, March. And I said to the universe, I'm not going to be distracted or delayed by Mercury retrograde. And I had to fly up to Michigan when the airports, we didn't have any TSA. And everybody was saying how bad the delays were. They were waiting in hours. They missed their flights. They showed all the pictures of the New Orleans airport. And I got up that morning and I said, I have safe traveling mercies. I am first in line at the airport and able to move quickly through with no challenges. I'm able to get to my destination on time. Well, I got to the Louis Armstrong Airport. There was a long line at TSA pre-check. There was no line in the main check-in. And so I went right to the main check-in rather than first class or clear. I didn't even bother to go through clear, which I have. I went through the main, and I was the first one in line. I got there at 7:30, was through the gate probably within 3 or 4 minutes. So, and I think it was very close to the Mercury retrograde or within the shadow. So you can change destiny. You can shift things to your benefit, even if you have a harsh astrological aspect. And then if I can't think of anything else to add at the end of my manifestation, I usually end my conversation and say, I'm thankful for this beautiful day and that everything is turning out for my highest good. If you don't know what to say, you can always say, today I walk in peace, harmony, and good health. Doors open for me. I will not be delayed, denied, or distracted. I prosper. And the day's energy responds to the words that you speak. The atmosphere and the environment around you will literally shift when you own your space. So I'm being intentional. I'm being proactive every morning. And yes, it has changed my life. I was so excited about this. When I get an idea in my head and I know that something works, I am very passionate about it, and I can create things in a matter of hours, days, and weeks. One of my books I wrote in 4 hours because I was so passionate about it. But now I'm in charge of each and every day how I want it to unfold. And yeah, part of it's your perspective too. I speak peace over my mind, and I will not turn on the TV and allow the news to speak to me first thing in the morning, telling me how bad the world looks. I do not want any other energy to affect how my day will go. If I don't speak my day, then I have given an outside energy or the environment permission to control it. You don't want any other influences except your own positive thoughts and words to shape your day. What you declare as soon as you wake up will shape everything that follows. So don't just hope for a good day, declare it. And remember, if you don't speak your day first, you're at the mercy of somebody else's words or energy, and whether they're positive or negative. Life's going to hand you whatever shows up unless you tell it what to bring. Your thoughts and your words carry a lot of power. They create a lot of energy and can shift your environment. So please don't leave another day to chance. Affirm peace and perfect alignment. Speak your day, speak your good fortune. So back in February, after I spent about a month doing the Speak Your Day and stuff was coming true, stuff was happening, I'm like, I couldn't believe it. And then I started to believe it. And then I said, I've got to help other people with this information. So I started to design my Speak Your Day discs. And this is what they look like. They come in a velvet pouch. And this is a disc that I worked on. It didn't take me too long. It took me longer to get it in the mail from the distributor, and it's stainless steel. And I designed all of this. And what you'll do in the morning is you'll put this on your nightstand the night before. When you get up in the morning, this is a tool, an enlightenment tool that will help you focus. If you have a problem with focusing, or you are tired in the morning, or you're a little anxious, this will help. I guess I want to say ground you and help you focus. So basically what you do is you can put your two fingers or your thumbs on the yin and yang sign. This is for balance. Around the perimeter, I have all the different symbols, from love to money to spiritual to new beginnings. And there's a guide that I've prepared so you know which symbol is which. So as you're speaking your day and you start here by balancing, then you'll move around to whatever it is that you want to enhance that day. So if you want more money, you'll put your finger on the money sign. And then you might say, today I want to make $500 on my website store. If you have a first date, you may put your the finger on the heart sign. And I want my first date to go wonderfully. If you want to connect with your angels and spiritual protection, put it on the angel wing. Protection. If you're going into court, put your hand on the hand of Fatima or your finger on the hand of Fatima. There's all different things here for good health, everything, relationships, new beginnings. And I have a little guide that goes with it. So you'll get this and this. But another thing that I found that people have been having a really hard time with is grounding. Sometimes when people get up in the morning, they're shaky and they're upset. So I always tell people to ground yourself. And there is your Speak Your Day kit. You're also going to get a free grounding mat with the cord there. And in addition to that, you're going to get a selenite heart or oval stone that you can cleanse your disc with. So once you're done for the day, you can place your stone you can place the selenite, which is a cleansing stone, on your disc, wipes the slate clean the night before when you go to bed. So then when in your morning, you got a fresh disc with new intentions in it. And all of this is explained. You're going to get some instructions with it too.
Yeah, Maria. And this is the product that they get $30 off, right?
Yes. And the reason we're doing the $30 off is because of the fact that this is the first time I've debuted these. And I want everybody to get one and let me know. I need testimonials. I want testimonials because I plan on producing this on a much larger level. And I'm going to write a book on this. And I would like your testimonials. And so if you can try it and then write me back what's happened to you, just email me back. It can be a short little snippet. And you'll use the $30 off code. And you'll get all of this. And then I will do this for tonight and maybe tomorrow. And then after that, it'll go back to regular price. But Greg, how do they get the $30 off?
Yeah, so I have the ticker at the bottom of the screen going off for you, but it's pretty simple. You can go to this product. I put it in the chat as an easy to access link. But the promo code is the $30 and off in all caps. I've already seen about 4 people place an order on this before we even spoke about it. So I'm glad people were picking it up. Again, as Maria said, this will be an active code for the next 2 days per se. So get yours while supplies last. Thank you.
Thank you. And a lot of people, like I said, need more grounding in their life, especially the folks that live up north. And they've had snow in Mackinac Island 3 weeks ago, and it's been cold. You just can't go outside and plant your feet on the ground. So we put a grounding mat in with the kit, and you can use it at any time. Some people use the grounding sheets, but the grounding mat, you can do it while you're working. Just plug it in, and it's small enough that you can travel with it. And when you're meditating, when you feel like kind of nervous energy or you're anxious, any time of the day you can do it. So this helps ground yourself. And you'll notice just within a couple minutes that you can feel the energy pulsating through your body, and you will feel so much better. And it's so that's going to come with the kit as well. Because a lot of times we're just manipulated by other people's energy. And maybe after a long day at work, or maybe out in the French Quarter or French Quarter Fest today, you're very much affected by other people's energy. If you have a headache, if you have any physical ailments, some of that may be due to ungrounded too. So we are going to right now, as a group, we're going to set an intention under this new moon. And also the beautiful day we're going to have tomorrow too. So what I'm going to do is I am going to balance this whole group. Whoever's watching, whether you're watching in the replay or live, uncross your arms and your legs. And I want you to think of one thing that you'd like to manifest right now under this new moon energy. Yes, I know the new moon peaked yesterday, but new moon's energy is 3 days before and 3 days after. So we are still under that energy. So I am going to balance us all. And then what I'd like everybody to do is type in what you'd like to manifest. Make one wish. If you don't want to put your business out there, you can just put my secret wish. And what we'll do is we'll say a little affirmation. So go ahead and type it in what you want. If you want more money, if you want good health, if you want to find your true love, whatever it is you like, if you want more patience, if you want less anxiety. And so I'm going to ask the universe. And as you're writing what it is that you want, at the very end, when we stop manifesting, we're all going to say out loud, wherever you are in the country, I love and support you. And that way we're affirming what everybody out there that's joining us tonight or in the replay is asking for under this auspicious astrological energy. So I'm balancing the whole group, and I'm going to go around the wheel. You don't have to do this with yours. You could just do one or two, but if you want to, you can. And I'm asking for vitality for the group, financial prosperity for our group, protection for our group, protection against negativity in the evil eye, the hand of Fatima, protection, spiritual connection. Butterfly for new beginning. I want our group to have wonderful new beginnings this year under this new moon in Aries. We are blessed, and we are so thrilled with the new beginnings the universe is bringing us. Then we're going to place our finger on the heart symbol for love and joy, opening up our heart chakra, being able to give and receive love. And then we're going to put it on the acorn for good luck, the angel wing for spiritual growth, the sun for vitality and good health, the star to shine. And then we're back at the money again, which we can always use that. So my mantra for myself, I'm going to say it out loud. And then I'd like you to say, when I go like this, Maria, I love and support you. So I just filed my taxes. Every year I have to pay lots and lots and lots of taxes. This year, I am asking the universe to pay very little or no taxes at all. Maria, thank you. All right. Now let's go ahead and see. We've got a bunch of people up here that are already posting. So good. We're going to give it a couple more minutes. Then what you'll do, I'll just wait for a couple more people. And if you don't know what you want to say, you can put for my highest good. You know, you're manifesting something for your highest good. So we're asking the universe to be our co-manager. And we're not going to micromanage. We're going to tell the universe what we want, and we're going to get out of its way. And we don't care how the universe brings it to us, as long as we get our request honored. And sometimes the universe is very busy, It's like a restaurant. You have to put your order in. And sometimes if your order is a little bit, well, I guess there's no clarity with your order or not specific enough, you may not get it back exactly the way that you had requested. So be specific if you can when you're doing your manifestations. And sometimes it may take a little longer. But this new moon that we're under this weekend, you could get your manifestations immediately or within 2 weeks between now and the full moon. Again, you ask your questions on a new moon, you get your answers on a full moon. Or if it's a really, really big wish and you know it's going to take some time to unfold, it could come during the sister moon, the full moon in Aries 6 months from now. So new moon to full moon. This is what we're seeing. All right. I think everybody has written on here what they want under this new moon. And let's all, I'm going to count you down to 3 and let's all go ahead and say, I love and support you. 2, 3. I love and support you. Thank you guys. And remember, tomorrow is going to be so important because of that alignment for manifesting as well. From sun up to sundown, all the energies are in alignment. Whatever good deeds you do, whatever you pray on, whatever you want, it magnifies, the energy magnifies, and it will not diminish. So tomorrow's a very, very important day. The other thing that you can do, that you should start doing, maybe with my technique, is you should start sending spirit in before you. So let's say you're speaking your day and you're setting up your intentions. And maybe what you should do is also go a step further. And let's say you have to go into a meeting at work in an hour, or maybe you have to go to court for a lawsuit, or maybe you have to address something, a difficult conversation with somebody. So what you'll do is you'll say, Spirit, go in before me, leave early, go in ahead of me, and fix everything for me. And just believe everything's going to work out. You know, just direct spirit, direct the universe. Remember, the universe is going to be your co-manager. Just show up and spirit takes care of everything. So by the time you arrive to your destination, the energy has shifted, spirit's there, spirit's laid everything out before you. And what I would say is, Spirit, please go before me and give me the words to say. You will know things will be taken care of before you get to work, before you get in your car. Spirit, go before me on I-75, on I-10. Make sure that I have clear passage. Or I have to go to New York on Tuesday. Clear passage. Spirit, get there before me and make sure that I have an easement through the airport. Ask for a clear route that day. The path will feel clearer for you. So if you purchase one of the kits tonight, again, I'm going to send you a grounding mat, a cleansing stone, and complete instructions on different ways that you can use it too. And again, these kits are normally around $89. And once we do the big launch and it's over, they're going to go back up to that price. But as I said, Greg has that special code tonight for $30 off. All I'm asking is that you just send me a testimonial after you've used it for a couple weeks. If you can start as soon as you get it and go for 2 weeks, that would be great. The other thing is the grounding mat is good to balance your energy. Again, if your energy is being messed with or feels off, you can use it to feel whole again. And sometimes people, I forgot I want to tell you how people can mess with your energy. So bear with me a second. I forgot. Debbie's telling me to remind everybody that we have a little purse party today, not a lot. If you want a free disc, we're doing a new moon special. We have Tommy Bahama. We don't have a lot. I think we have 5 purses. We have Patricia Nash purses. They were $250. Still has the tags and everything with them. We have a Tommy Bahama elephant handbag. And then we have the Betsy Johnson teddy bear handbag. And anybody that purchases one of these, and I think we only have 5, will get a $100 reading with me. And they will also get the $89 kit. So that's all going to come in that kit. And we can do the reading tomorrow, or we can even do it on Monday. I'm going to be in New York Tuesday through Saturday, so I'll be able to do phone readings, but only in the morning and evenings because I'm meeting with people during the day for readings. So if you wanted to get a special Mother's Day gift or a spring gift for yourself, this is a really cute handbag. This is a Betsy Johnson. Patricia Nash, as you know, was sold at Dillard's and Macy's. These are really fine leather handbags. This was $250, but for $199, you're going to get a $100 reading with me, the kit, and the purse. And there's Greg's going to show them right there. Yeah, I love this little Tommy Bahama one. So cute. And elephants, as long as the trunk is up, it's for good luck. Now, these were $138. So they're so cute. If I can get some more of these, I'll put these up for Mother's Day gift too. But those are adorable. So the other thing is I wanted to talk about if people send you, if people are messing with your energy. People can be sending you bad thoughts. They can be miles away, can be behind you with road rage, which is another thing that's going to happen this week. With all these planets in Aries, people are more angry. They're more apt to want to fight. This is going to start to die down. If you've been feeling high energy, can't sleep, wired but tired, frustrated, angry, and this weird feeling like you're coming out of your skin and just so much stuff going on, mentally or energetically, that's going to start to die down next week when the sun moves into the sign of Taurus. Right now we have all these fire planets. We have all these planets in fire, 7 or 8 points in Aries, including Chiron, which is the wounded healer. So there's been a lot of people dealing with a lot of pain this last couple days and over the weekend. That is going to be shifting. So that's the good news. But anyway, there could be people wishing you bad stuff, picking up, messing with your energy. And especially if you're like a sponge and you soak up on other people, you could be out in a crowd like French Quarter Fest today and you're picking up on people's stuff. And it may not be anybody, cussing you out, but you just are picking it up and then you take it home and you feel exhausted or tired. So I want to tell you about a place on your body that you need to protect. Years ago, I did a class on clearing and cleansing, and I talk about it, and I call it the psychic door. But first, I want you to know there are 13 points on the human body where energies can enter, and even ghosts and unwanted entities can enter. And this is according to Chinese ancient medicine. But at the base of your skull, in the soft hollow, so I want you guys to locate that, is a point the ancients called ghost forest. In older times, this is the point where shamans and exorcists did their work to expel ghosts. And today, it's a doorway that can be entered energetically. So the exterior influences, anxiety, group thinking, the news can find their way through this point. And if there's a direct blow right there, the back of your head there, that can cause death. So you don't want to leave this part of your body unguarded. You want to keep it safe. So one of the things that you could do, and I'm going to teach you a little prayer to take care of this too. But one of the things you could do is most of you have the protection oil that we've been selling for years. And some of you have the shungite oil. Now, shungite is a stone from Russia. It can only be found there. And a lot of you have purchased the shungite over the years and the bundles we put together. And the scientists have won a Nobel Prize because they've studied it and says it does protect, it does clear pain and viruses, but it's so good for protection. So you can rub a little bit of the shungite oil on the psychic door and massage it in. That closes the psychic door, cleanses it, and keep it safe. And this will help with energy disruptions. And as you close and seal the door, you can say a prayer. And we're going to say it together because some of you may want to unblock. So here's what we're putting together for tonight's show. This comes with a gemstone bracelet and a vial about that big of psychic door protection oil. Okay. It's got some shungite in it. So this is what you would use, just a little dab, and it'll last you forever. And then you can wear one of the bracelets. We have ice obsidian. There's red tiger eye. There's rhyolite. We need you to put your birthday in the comments if you order one of these, because we're going to send you one of the bracelets based on what we think you need as from an astrological standpoint, how susceptible you are to people messing with your energy. Like for Pisces, they're very susceptible. They're like a sponge. Scorpio, not so much. It takes a lot to get to you. If you let your guard down, it can be a little easier, especially with people that you love or people that you feel is disrespected. You can get really angry, and anger is a lower level vibration and it lowers your resistance. So we need your birthday. And then we're going to put together the bracelet and the oil, and then we'll send it to you. But anyway, locate the soft impression on the back. And again, some of you may not even know your energy is blocked, but it shows up with physical disruptions in the body when your energy is blocked. And those of you that want to unblock any energy, and I'm not saying it may even be a ghost energy or anything like that. It just could be, energy that's blocking you. First off, you need to declare that you want to be free. So I'm going to ask you, and if you want to be free and unblock unwanted energy, you're going to answer yes if you do. Okay. So put your hand on the back of your psychic door, the back of your neck there in the little hollow. And I'm going to ask you, do you choose to be free? Yes. And then what I want you to do is keep your hand back there, and I want you to repeat after me. This is going to help you clear that energy. From the divine love of God, the universe that flows within me, whatever is in my auric field that is interfering with my free will and choice, I release now. Whether it be there with or without my permission, I command in the name of the Creator and the divine love that flows within my being, that it goes to the nucleus of its being, and I command this now. I command it to be transmuted into divine love. I no longer hold onto any unwanted or unneeded energy. Amen. Debbie, I'm going to instruct you to send them this prayer when they order the Shungite Duo, the protection oil, the psychic door oil. If they order that, I'm going to ask you to also email them. So you're going to get an email once you order that, so you don't have to go back and listen to this and copy this. Now, Debbie is asking Greg to please show where they enter the code at checkout for the $30 off. Okay,
yes,
Greg.
Perfect. So here's the cart here, and when you're in the cart, it's going to ask you to put in your information. But you see where it says total, and then have a promo code or gift card, redeem your code. So click right here, redeem your code, and then it populates these areas. And so one's for a gift card, the bottom's for a gift card. This is where you will put your $30 off right here. And then if you apply it, it'll then reduce it to the $59.99. So that's how you do it all the time right there. Okay.
And if you guys have you can't do it or you have any problems, Debbie can take your order over the phone. You can email one of us and we'll try to walk you through the website. But if for some reason it's just not working for you, you can always email Debbie and she'll take it over the phone. Okay. Thank you, Greg, for that. I also want to share some more insight tonight about an amazing tool that you may have heard of, but you probably haven't used a lot or at all. When I was in Chicago a few weeks ago, I was talking to our gem expert. We did so well with the stuff that we had bought in Tucson in January that I had to go back and talk to my distributor to get more product. And it's all brand new stuff. So we sold so much that I have to go back and get new items. So some of the new items we're going to have up next week on next week's free webinar. We have a couple up tonight, which we'll discuss in a little bit. But I was talking to Charlie, the name of our expert that we met in Tucson. He's actually in Chicago. And I said, what can we do that's unique or different that we have not shared before with my clients? And he's talking about the magical Viking astrology, the magical Viking runes. And you may have seen runes before. I know I have some here. And we have the carved gemstone ones that I got from Charlie with the symbols. And we just put these up. And he showed me these and he said, you may want to get more involved in this because not enough people know about these. I know some of you probably already have, but each rune holds a specific meaning, and that can shed some light on a person's life path. And people have done rune readings where thank you, Greg, they scatter them all over their table, and then they can read it, and they look at all of the energies here. You can do a 1 rune reading in the morning to start your day. You can do a 3, you can do a 6, and we're going to send you all of this information, if you order one of these things. But what we're doing tonight is, well, let me back up. Runes are formed, were formed through an alphabet, an ancient Germanic rune alphabet used by the cultures of old, namely the Vikings. It has 24 symbols, each representing a cosmic force, a natural element, or divine influence. And in Norse mythology, the god Odin offered himself up to find the mystical power of the runes. According to the legend, he hung onto the world tree for 9 days and nights and was taught the knowledge of the runes by the gods as a gift. But for Vikings, runes were not just letters, they were holy symbols of fate that what can influence your life, over the course of your journey. And over time, these teachings have developed into rune readings. So I knew about them, but I never really did them before. And then I started getting into them. The more I talked with Charlie, he was telling me that these different rune symbols vibrate and create different energy. So we were able, out of the 24, we were able to get, I think, 15 or 16 different Viking bracelets, and they're made with genuine gemstones. And this is Viking rune number 8 that Greg has put up there, Hagelas. And it's a powerful rune symbol. You can see the symbol there. It has magical properties. It's good for manifesting for your highest good. And we only have 5 of each. There's 1 or 2 that we might have 10 of. He didn't have a lot. So what I did was I bought everything that he did have. That's why we don't have 24 bracelets. We only have about 15 different types. But what you should do is scroll through the different, Greg has done is put it up what they mean and see if there's anyone that you would like, because it's the genuine gemstones and the symbol. And then anybody that orders one tonight, we're also going to send you a package of rune reading set, and then you're going to get the symbols too. And we're going to send you instructions, like a little bit of instructions to know how to do rune readings. And one of the best ways to do is pick a rune every day and say, okay, this is how my day is unfolding. This is what I'm supposed to learn this day: strength, love, heart chakra, manifesting, and carry that rune with you. By the time you've picked after 24 days, you'll have memorized the runes and know what they mean. And then you can become, your own gifted reader with them too. But each rune has an ancient symbol. And Charlie said to me, don't just pick a design, pick a purpose, because each rune stands for something specific, like strength, protection, or new beginnings. So you want to choose a rune, a bracelet, a Viking bracelet that reflects your goals. And he said that Viking runes bring a lot of special strength to the wearer. And it's basically turns your jewelry into a personal talisman. And that links you to the Norse wisdom and spiritual power. So he, like I said, cut me a great deal on the wholesale deal. So I'm going to give you that rune reading set with any bracelet purchase. And if you order a couple bracelets, you're still going to get a free $20 rune set with each bracelet. Okay. And they're nice because they're unisex too. So I am going to be back here next Sunday. I'm going to show you some of the other things we got from Charlie in just a second. But I'm going to be back from New York City a week from today. I'll be back here in New Orleans. And I'm going to be doing another webinar. We're going to talk about crazy Uranus. There's this cycle that starts on the 25th of April that's going to flip everybody's life upside down. We're going to talk about that. I'm also going to be showcasing some new gems. And I'm also going to introduce you to a form of astrology that you've probably have never heard before. And it's an ancient one. It's different from like Western or even Eastern astrology, like Vedic astrology. And it's different from sun sign astrology. It's a type that will tell you if you were destined to become a warrior, a ruler, a healer. And this system has also helped metaphysicians to read a child's potential at birth. It's been used in matchmaking, choosing a leader, and planning for future challenges. But I'm going to tell you specifically where your birthday falls and what is your special ancient sign and strength. So don't miss next Sunday. And I also want to show you some of the gemstones that I bought from Charlie. We only have one of these, and this is a chocolate calcite coyote. And so if anybody would like this, I'll ship this out on Monday from New Orleans. Chocolate calcite is a really good stone for grounding. It's a wonderful stone to have in your collection. Not as many people know about chocolate calcite. There's another stone, and we had a class today in New Orleans, and over half of these stones were sold in the class today. And that's because the mines are all dried up. This is a Wyoming Youngite moon. The mines are closed permanently now, okay? And this is a variety of druzy quartz and brecciated jasper, and it's only found in one location. It's in Platte County, eastern Wyoming. And this is most notable because it's very cool design, but it's also very, very good because it helps bridge the material and spiritual worlds together. And shamans actually used, and Native Americans use this stone in some of their rituals to connect with spirits and ancestors. The tribes, including the Lakota and Shonchi, are believed to have used this in ceremonies as well. A lot of people will use this stone against negative energies, negative forces. And they also meditate with it because they can receive visions and messages from ancestors. So I believe we only have 6 of these left. So if you like one of these Wyoming Youngite moons, we'll send that out too. The other thing I have, and we sold some of these as well, and I'm going to put some free gemstones in here, is this quartz crystal skull. And I went back and I ended up buying 3 more. So I believe I have 3 or 4 available. But the nice thing about this is you can store your jewelry and your rings in it, and it cleanses and it recharges, because quartz crystal charges and recharges your gemstones and your crystals. Just put them in overnight. But I'm going to send you some gemstones.
That's a cool product.
Isn't it cool? Yeah. Oh, we only have 3 left. Okay. So if you're interested in this, you want to pick this up right away, I'll bubble wrap it, and send it to you. And I'll put some pretty stones in there too. The ones I had in this one are amethyst. And you're probably going to get about, depending on how big the stones are, 4 or 5 tumbled stones. Okay. Then we also have, I think we have this up, Greg. If we don't, we'll put it up next week. The little praying angel. Do we have that one?
No, I don't believe we have that.
We'll put it up next week. Yeah. Now, do we have the prophecy stones up yet?
Yes.
Okay, the prophecy stones. So Pamela was over here today for our class in New Orleans, and she said, I got to get another one. She said, when I'm holding this is going, I can just feel the energy. This is going right, like vibrating. Now that's a blue goldstone bird, and these are only $5. Only $5, and they're carved blue goldstone, which is good for protection.
Maybe we don't. Maybe we don't have that up then.
You don't have the prophecy stone? Okay, I thought I sent it to you, but if we don't, we'll have it up next week for sure. I only have about 25 of these, but the little blue goldstone bird, they're really cute. I would recommend that you might buy, a bunch of them and give them out, but that's genuine blue goldstone. And then do you have the kitty cat ghosts up?
Yes.
Okay, let's go to the kitty cat ghosts. These are adorable. We had the ghost last year for Halloween at our convention, and he had 1 tray left of the Milky Quartz ghost kitties. So they're $18 each, or 3 for $45. These are so cute. I absolutely love them. So if you're interested in those, or somebody that you'd like to give one as a gift, go ahead and buy one for everybody you know. And then we also have the unicorn. This is an excellent price on the jasper. This is an excellent price. Years ago, I was at a wholesaler in Florida, and they wanted wholesale $175 for this item. Charlie gives me excellent prices. This is only $89. And that's below wholesale of what I paid several years ago at a wholesaler in Florida. Unicorn carved statue. Absolutely wonderful. What else do we have up there, Greg, that I didn't mention?
The set of titanium quartz elephants.
Titanium quartz elephants. We still have some of those. Those are black obsidian titanium elephants. I'll try if we only have one left. Oh my goodness. Okay.
No, it's a set.
Oh, there's a set. Oh, you get 3 of them. Oh, that's really a good price. You get two. You get 2 of them for that price. Oh, I thought one of them was 85. Okay. This is a really good price. If you want this, you're going to get 2 of these black obsidian, golden, or is it golden sheen obsidian? I'm trying to remember, quartz elephants, and I'll ship those out tomorrow or Monday from New Orleans. Anything else that's really cool up there? There's
this Mystic crystal set in the vials.
That has like tons of crystal sets in it. The little vials of crystals. We only have one available. It's a whole big kit. There we go. Look at all the crystals in there. I don't even know how many is in there. Is there like 40 or 50 bottles? Wow. And it's got everything imaginable. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and purchase that, because those are, we don't have a lot of those. The Aura Angel Howlite Towers are beautiful. They are gorgeous. I would definitely pick up one of those, and that's good to dispel anger that you're carrying, anger directed at you. There's the Prophecy Stone. This is found in the deserts of Egypt. Pamela held one, and she said, this is unbelievable. I can feel the energy. It also helps unlock your psychic visions. It's a beautiful stone to do any type of spiritual work. And these are large stones. These are pretty good size. So we have those. We marked them down. They're normally $20. We marked them down to $13.95. Okay. Oh, I want to mention the bracelets before we close. The Tiger Eye set. You will not find as nice of a tiger eye as that. I got those from Charlie too. The blue lapis set. Both of the blue lapis that are shown are very good if you're going through a Saturn transit. The Aries, the Libras, the Cancer, and the Capricorns are having heavy transits right now with Saturn. So if you want to diffuse the heavy hand of Saturn, this is a good stone to use. Hi, Susan. She likes the coyote and the elephant. So those are some of the things we have. We're going to have a lot more next week of the new things. Things are already considered to be marked down right now. But remember, if you wanted to do the big kit, you'll get a $100 reading from me. One of the purses of your choice. Again, this was a $250 Patricia Nash bag.
Oh, somebody bought that one already.
Oh, did they? I think there was 2 of them. We had 2.
Oh, okay.
And then, of course, the Tommy Bahama Lucky Elephant purse. This is so darn cute. And you'll get all the free gifts with it. And I may also throw in a couple other things. I may put a little goldstone bird in there and some other little gifts too. But if you do purchase one of those, you'll get the $100 gift certificate for readings with me. We can do the reading tomorrow or Monday or anytime throughout the week. You will not have to wait. All right. Gina is wearing her lapis right now. She's a Capricorn, and that'll help diffuse the heavy aspect of Saturn. Hi, Lisa. Nice to see you. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Nora. There's Leela. Where is the last Patricia Nash purse? We supposed to have 2 of these, Greg. Do we sell both of them? We should
no, we have one more.
We have 2. Whoever's asking, Tracy, they both look like this. We sold 2 of the Patricia Nashes at the class today that had flowers on them. These are the 2 that we have left. And they're very, very nice. They have a lot of deep pockets in them. You also have the dust bag with it. But just look at the beautiful hand-tooled. And if you know Patricia Nash, she sells at Dillard's, Macy's, high-end boutiques. All of her stuff is extremely wearable, lasts for years, very fine leather. So this is a really good value because you'll get the reading, you'll get the purse, the $250 purse. You'll get the Speak Your Day disc. And if we sell out on all of these, Greg, remind me, and I may put a couple extra purses up next week. I don't know what we have, but yeah, this is the last one. And Sonata loves the coyote.
I
You
love
ought
the
to get it,
Thai.
Sonata. You need to treat yourself. Yeah, you need to treat yourself. Anybody have any questions? Maria, are you going live more? I miss seeing you and Joe together. You know, we've been so busy. We've been on the road a lot. And it's just hard to sit in one place. And I've been doing a ton of readings, just a ton. So like my evenings are spent from about 7 o'clock at night to 1:30 in the morning doing readings, which I love, but I just don't have as much time. So when things slow down a little bit, I certainly will. Yeah, Tracy, the same color. I'll put it up again. Kind of a camel color. I would get it. It's the last one. I do not have any more Patricia Nash purses. This is it. And this is $250 handbag. But I don't know if anybody bought the Tommy Bahama yet, but that is so cute. That's an $138 bag, and it's got a long gold chain on it too.
Yeah, not yet.
Not yet. I'm like I said, if they sell out, I'm getting some more for Mother's Day because the elephants are lucky, especially if the trunk is up. You never want to buy an
never
elephant
forget
or anything if the trunk is down. The trunk has got to be up for luck. By doing the morning manifestation, does it mean you will never have a bad day or get sick? So far for me, I have been able to dilute anything that has been negative. I stopped doing them a couple days because of the fact that I was busy and on the road and I had to get up early, and I just kind of got out of the realm for about 2 or 3 days, and I noticed I wasn't as joy filled. I believe if you start your day in a vibration that's high and happy, that's your perspective. So your perspective of everything that happens to you would be more like a blessing. You know, it'd be more like, hey, I'm doing good. This happened for a reason. So I'll give you an example. We were very delayed the other day from going somewhere. Somebody cut us off and was going really, really, really slow. And they were taking their time to turn. They were on their phone. I mean, extremely slow. And then by the time 5 minutes, 10 minutes, they got out of our way, we got onto the highway, there was a wreck, a really bad one. And we believe the driver died. If we would have been at that point in time, 5 minutes ahead, because it just happened, that may have been us, or we may have been in that wreck. So I believe that things can shift and change. You might still have your Saturn aspects, your challenges and things like that, but it's your perspective. And if you send spirit in before, if you raise your vibration, like attracts like. And if your vibration is high and it feels good and you're joy filled, you're going to attract more joy filled things and higher vibration. If your vibration is low, you're going to probably have a bad day. So it's all about energy. I hope that more and more people understand this, because it's the energy that you put out into the world is what you get back. So you don't want to watch the news in the morning, because what is it? It's all bad stuff, right? It's all this is bad and that's bad and blah, blah, blah. So then that's in your mind. That's your thought. That's what you heard. That's what you heard. That's what you spoke. That's what somebody told you. They're infiltrating how your day is going to go. Don't allow that to happen. Would you be willing to have smaller crossbody purses at your next purse party? Yes, I can. No, next weekend will not be a purse party. I may throw a couple purses in there. But my big purse party is always on my birthday or around my birthday, the end of June. And we normally have about 100 purses. It looks like we're going to have 150 purses this year. Okay.
Patricia Nash is gone. Yeah.
Is it gone? Okay. Okay. All right. Any other questions before we close? Remember to speak your day. You're going to get the velvet pouch. And if you guys want to get these as gifts, get them while they're $30 off. This is a good Mother's Day gift, a good birthday gift. If you're trying to tell somebody to change their attitude, it's a good gift. You're going to get the instructions. And then if you wanted to get more into the Viking, we're going to have a little bit more of a deeper class on this at some point, but you'll get the free room kit if you buy one of the Viking bracelets. Is it gone to me? Tracy Britton wants to know if she was the one that got the Patricia Nash bag. Greg, does it say Tracy bought it?
It says that Joanne got one, and sorry, there's been a lot of orders flowing in, and Sarah got one.
Sarah? Okay. All right. Do we still sell the Pay Me oil? Yes, we do. Greg, you want to pull up the Pay Me oil? We have several. It's on there somewhere.
Yeah.
Remember to pick up the Psychic Door oil. That'll help you protect your energy. You can use it on your pulse points too. It doesn't have to be done just to protect the energy of the Psychic Door. You can wear it out into the world. And yeah, the Pay Me oil, we have it in kits. We have it single. We have a single bottle. We have three different bottles of it. Yeah. Let's see. Will this replay later? Yes, it will, Susan. Susan, we saw her today. There we go. There's the Blessing oil. There's the Pay Me oil bundle. The Pay Me oil is also the Lionsgate oil. The Pay Me oil was made on August 8th during Lionsgate. But that is a Pay Me oil. That's a version of the Pay Me oil made on August 8th, which is one of the luckiest days of the year. So if you get the Lionsgate oil, you know exactly when it was made. 88 is a money number. We also have the Luck of the Irish Pay Me oil that was made on St. Patrick's Day. So you have a couple options there. And if you scroll down, I think there might be with the blue Pay Me oil, manifesting oil. Yeah, there it is. The 111 that was made on January 11th. Then we have the Love Me oil. So you see, we make them. The Pay Me oil is made on specific auspicious days. So you'll know which day the oil was made on. And then you can decide, do I want it on 111? Do I want the Lionsgate on 88? And then you also have packages. So you can still purchase it as a single one. Yeah, the 111 is a single one too. Let's see. Thanks for all the love and work. Thank you, Vivian. It's so nice to see you. All righty, everybody. We're going to thank Greg. We're going to thank Debbie. We're going to thank all of you for manifesting with us tonight. Remember, do not forget, tomorrow is a hugely auspicious day from sunrise to sunup. Anything that you're manifesting, the acts of kindness that you're doing, your good thoughts, they will continue. They will not diminish. They will continue to be with you, and they will unfold and multiply. Okay, remember to do that. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Greg. We love you all. We'll see you on next Sunday. And happy birthday to Greg, too. His birthday's coming up.